Star.
Okay.
There are 3 directives in structural directives.
Okay.
One is star ng, one is star ng per, and the other is star switch. In mostly we
Switch.
use star ng.
NG or NG switch.
Okay. Okay. What is star ngIf?
It's
If you
something
want to render any HTML element and template based on a condition, then we will use star ng if.
Okay. Okay.
If
Star,
it evaluates true, then HTML element will be rendered on a web page, and if it is false, it will not render anything.
okay. What is star ng for is used for?
Used to iterate for iteration
Okay.
iterate over array.
over an array.
Okay. Okay. So I'll talk about data binding. Okay. Data binding means the process of sharing the data from TS file to HTML and from HTML to TS. Okay. This is known as data binding. Okay. So you see from the TS file how we are sharing the data. Suppose we have data, right? Or parent data, anything. And we are directly accessing it in the HTML, right? This is known as one-way data binding. Okay. From the TS file, and I am sending data to the HTML file. Okay. This is known as one-way data binding. Understood? Any doubt in this? Like one way, I am sharing the data from TS to HTML. Two-way data binding means from TS to HTML, I'll share the data. From HTML to TS, again, I will share the data. That is known as two-way data binding. Any doubts, anyone?
No.
Now, if you want to create a button, how will we create?
By using the button keyword.
Yeah, by using the button key.
Button.
Button, okay. And there will be different kinds of events for this button. You can click the button, right? Am I correct? You can click the button, you can double click the button, you can hover on the button, you can mouse down on the button, and you can click on up arrow on the button. Many things will be available. Okay. These are all called as events on the buttons. So if you want to click this button, okay, and you want to call some method, okay. For example, button click. Okay. This method should be available in the TS file if you want to execute. This is how we create functions in TS. Okay, you need not to give the function keyword like in the JavaScript. You can directly give the name, brackets and the braces. Any doubts in this? Any doubts?
Repeat it again 1 second.
Yeah. So you want to click a button and you want to call some method on clicking the button. Okay. So this click is the event which is used for clicking. Okay. So upon clicking, you are telling button clicked. You call this button clicked method. Okay.
Okay.
So in order to call this method, it should at least exist, right? Then only you will call this method. No. Understood?
Yes.
So that method you will specify in the TS file. Okay. That functions or the methods. How we normally create functions in the JavaScript? We'll be using the function keyword and then my function. Am I correct? And in braces and then curly braces you will be right. You need not to give the function keyword for all the functions you are writing in the TypeScript. Got it? Any doubts?
No.
Here,
No.
what I am doing, I am just doing console log. Okay. Console log button clicked. Okay. Now we will save it. We will open it in a new tab. And yeah, right now it was clear. You see, I'm clicking the button. It is printing, right?
Yes.
It calls the method, okay, and it prints whatever it executes that method basically. This is what? Method invocation, right? Function invocation, right?
Yes.
Function name with two braces is called function invocation, and the declaration is in TS file. So whenever I am clicking the button, you invoke this method and the method will get executed. Okay. This is known as event binding. Okay. Event means the click is an event here. Okay. Upon clicking, you are doing some function. You're calling some function. Okay. Through this also you can share some data if you want. Suppose I can pass Anusha here. Okay. So what this button here it does, it takes name. Okay. And I am doing console.log of name. Okay. Let me just remove this name from here. Now you see. Able to see, right?
Yes.
So by clicking on a button, we are able to share the data from HTML file to CSS file. This is known as event binding. Any doubts, anyone?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now I will talk about attribute or the property binding. Okay. Now we have one anchor tag. Am I correct? And what are the things available on the href, right? For giving the link or the URL. Am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
And how you will give this is a link. Okay. Okay. Now you can see the link. Right now, if I click, it's an empty link. Am I correct? I haven't given anything. But from my server, suppose I am receiving the URL. For example, URL, and it is of the type string. Okay. And I am assigning some value to it. Okay. Just we will give this. Okay. Now what I will do, this URL, I can take it and I can give it to href here. Okay. But I guess this doesn't work. Okay. Why? Because you need to give braces. Then it will start working. 1 second. I'll give W3 schools URL. I don't know, it might have blocked, okay. But this is how you need to give properties, okay. You can even give the attributes here. So this is known as property or the attribute binding. So from the TS file, you are sending the attributes for your tags. Any doubts here? I'll just show you in one of my project, then you'll get clarity. Mm. Mm. Okay, I'll give you one input box example. Okay. So we have this input. Okay. And we can have type text. Suppose if we want to disable this input, how we can give? We can just give disabled, right? You cannot enter any text in this. Neither you will not be not even able to select it. Yeah. Able to see my screen now? Hello?
Yes,
Sanush.
So suppose if you are disabling it, you can see you will not be able to click it. Okay. Suppose if you want to disable this input box based on a condition, okay, what you can do, you can create one boolean, okay. If you give false initially, okay, that means it's not disabled. Let me just give it here. You are able to see right now this is enabled. Am I correct? This is because is disabled returns false and this input box is not disabled. Suppose if you give it to true here, okay. Let me give the true value here. Now you check. It's disabled, right? This is known as property or the attribute binding. So for the attributes of your tags, you are sharing the data. This is known as attribute or the property binding. Any doubts in this?
No.
Okay. So let me talk about how to create a date. Okay. So birthday. Okay. And equal to new date of, we usually give, okay, year, date and month. Okay. And let me just print it here. Console.log of. You need to use this everywhere if it is outside of the function variable. If it's not a function variable here, right? You need to definitely use this keyword here in the TypeScript. And this dot birthday. And let me give birthday. Okay. Now let me just open it in a new window and in the console. Okay. Now let me just click the button. You are able to see, right?
Yes.
So we have created one date. Okay. Suppose if we want to transform this date to our required format, like 1997, like that, in our required format. Okay. Then we need use something called pipes in Angular. Pipes in Angular. Okay. So these pipes are used for transforming the data. Any doubt till? No, right?
No.
No. So how can you give? You can just give birthday. Okay. And pipe, if you are applying pipe, you need to use this symbol. Okay. And then whatever pipe you are applying, suppose date pipe. Okay, then if you directly give date, it will come like this. Okay. Suppose if you want to change it to any other format, you need to give extra params. Okay. Like dd slash slash yyyy. Okay. Then it will print in the desired form. dd slash slash yy. Any doubts till now?
No.
Okay. So this is called as a pipe. It usually starts with this keyword. And if you want to give any extra parameters, you will specify a colon and those parameters. Okay. And there were many inbuilt pipes available in the Angular. You can use them. And if they are not available, you need to create your own custom pipes. Okay. Any doubts till now? What is pipe is used for?
Platform.
Transforming the data, okay, to the desired format. Okay. And suppose I have a name and it's a string and all the letters were capital. Okay. Now if I transform this name to lowercase, okay, we have lowercase pipe actually. So we can use lowercase. Okay, let me just save it. You can see, right? Any doubts?
Yes. No.
Suppose if you want uppercase, okay, now let me give all the lowercase letters, okay. Now if you want to convert it to uppercase, you can see it, right?
Yes.
These are the uses of pipes, and it is also a very important interview question. All the concepts were very important. All these concepts they will test in your interviews, all the basics. Okay, they will ask just what is pipes. Pipes are used for transforming the data to the desired format, you can say. And you can give an example of these things like name, and pipe usually starts with this symbol, and you can give the pipe name. And there were many inbuilt pipes like uppercase, lowercase, and date. Suppose if we want extra params to send to our pipe, we can give it with the colon and the desired format. And these are called parameterized pipes. Extra params we are giving, right? So these are called parameterized pipes. Any doubts, anyone? Any doubts, anyone? Okay, you can even chain the pipes, like this name is first in small letters, right? And then you have applied this pipe, then it became capital letters, then you are again chaining with another pipe, then the final result is again small. Like you can apply like this any number of pipes. Understood? This is called chaining of the pipes. Any doubts, anyone till now? Okay. Now let me talk about a different style of creating the component file. Okay. Or the component structure. What I told, a component means three files I told, right? Component means three files. What are those? TS file, HTML file,
HTML,
Yes.
CSS.
we can even create a component only with this TS file, excluding this HTML and CSS. Okay. How that is possible, I'll show you. Okay. If you see here, a component, hello component.ts file is created, right? If you go to this component, okay, you can see it is declared with @ of component decorator. But have you seen anything with hello component.html, hello component.css file? No, right?
No.
Yeah. So within the TS file, if your HTML is very short and if your styles are very small, you can directly write the template on the CSS in the same TS file. Got it? That you can do by giving the word template and by giving the word styles instead of template URL and styles URL. Template URL meaning you need to give the template URL file name. Okay. Style URL meaning you need to give the style URL file name. Okay. If you are just mentioning template, you can give this backticks. Okay. You can just use this backticks and you can apply your tags. H1 hello. Okay. And even the styles, you can give the backticks and you can give the styles. Any doubts in this? Shall I create one component and show you?
Yes.
Okay. So let me create one file here. Okay. And its name is myapp.component.ts file. Okay. And here what I will do. What are the first thing we need to do?
The red component.
Huh?
@component.
@component decorator. Okay. @component decorator. Okay. And what are the things we will be giving here?
Selector.
Yeah.
Selector.
And you can give my app component. Okay. Because I think app component also has the same name. That's why every selector should have unique name. Okay. Now instead of template URL, okay, you can just directly give template. Okay, in the back text, you can just give Anusha. Okay. And you can just close this H1. Okay. And the template your styles you can give, right? I told styles, and you can give backticks, and then for H1, I want color to be in red color. Okay. Now what we need to give? We need to
Export.
give the class name,
Export.
right?
Export
Yes.
class.
Export class.
Export class my app component. Okay. And what are the other things I told? Whenever any component is created,
Module.
Should
we
be declared in
declare
module.
it in module. Yes. So we'll go here, we will give it, and we can just do the import and we can add it. And see, I need to copy it to my component.ts file. Okay. Now, if I want to render this component, what should I do? If I want to render this component in the web page, what should I do?
If star ng,
I need to use it in the app component, right? What is the starting component here?
my app component.
Which is the start component here? App component, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you will just give it here. Is it fine? Understood, right? Any doubts? Hello, I am Anusha is coming from my app component file. Suppose if your HTML is very small, okay, then only you are preferred to work like this, okay? Otherwise, you need to create the template URL, style URL, and you need to write all the code. Any doubts, anyone till here?
No.
Oh.
No.
Now I was telling the passing of data from parent component to child component, right? Correct?
Yes.
We can even pass the data from the child component to again to the parent component. Okay, that is possible use at the rate of output decorator, which means that you are giving output to the parent. Okay. At the rate of output decorator. Okay, and you will give some name to it. So basically, what is an event emitter? Okay, it emits the values whatever we are sending here to the parent component. Okay, event emitter is basically used for emitting the values. You understood this point, right? Event emitter is basically used for emitting the values, and it can be used only with at the rate of output decorator. So when we will use at the rate of output decorator, whenever we are passing data from child component to the parent component. And this is the syntax for creating an event emitter. So event emitter, and I have given string, which means that I can emit only string value to my parent. Any doubt, anyone till here? And this new keyword and event emitter is the syntax of creating event emitter. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now what I will do, whenever the button is clicked, okay, this dot output I need to pass some data. Okay, this dot output data dot emit. What you want to emit? Hello, Anusha, click this button. Okay, so this data I want to pass it to my parent. Okay, what if I not give string? It will give me an error, because why? What I said, the emitted value will be string, right? But what I was using here,
Number.
that's why we'll get an error. Suppose if you want to emit number, then you need to give the type number here. Okay. Suppose if you want to give the string, then you need to give the string value here. Okay. Now how the parent will access this data? Okay. Now we'll go to the parent component. Okay. And here, which is the component? This is the component, right? You will take it as a method. Okay. And you can directly go here and you can check this is the output data, right? Output data will be accessed like method. Okay. And it in turns calls some method and will take some event. Okay. Parent method. And we need to give one value called $event, which means that whatever value passed from this output data, right, will get saved value as $event. And we can access this parent data method here. Okay. And it is getting some value. And let me just print it. Console.log of value. Okay. Or you can just create one variable, child data. Okay. And you can just assign this value to this child data. I know the syntax will be confusing, but it will come by practice to you. Okay. And you can just directly access it here. Let me just show you. So according to the code, when I am emitting the output data, I mean the child data, whenever the button is clicked, then I am emitting the data. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now let me just click it. You are able to see, right? Hello, Anusha clicked on the button. Even in the console log, even in the template. You are able to see, right?
Yes.
So this is how you will pass the data from child component to parent component using @output decorator and using event emitter. So this is basically the syntax for creating a new event emitter. We can even create array equal to new array like that. But it's not a good practice for recommending for an arrays. That's why we won't use it. But this is basically creating event emitters. We will use this new keyword. Okay. You can just, you have seen like this in JavaScript even. Okay. So this is for creating an event emitter and you will just give type of the event you need to send to the parent component and you will use something like this dot output data dot emit of what value you want to send. Okay. This output data is used as a method in the parent component HTML. Okay. And it should call one more method which receives the value. Okay. So this method should be available and it will receive the value of whatever I have passed it. And you can access it to your, you can access this in your parent component. You can assign it to some variable which is in the parent component and you can use it in the template. Any doubts, anyone? In any of your system, okay, whether anyone has this child component created, we will just do it in their system for your understanding. Anyone want to write this piece of code?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Anita, can you share then? Shall I stop it? Who is ready? Bhargavi, do you have any child component in your system?
I'm sharing, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So all this comes with practice actually. You need to practice a lot.
Ma'am, can you able to see?
No, you're not sharing. Yeah, I am able to see. You have the child component created, right? Go to the
Yes.
child. What's the error here? App module.ts. Go to app module.ts file. It's line number 7. What is this? Why you have given the start component like this? Where is the
Sorry.
start component actually?
Yes.
Is it there?
No.
Wait a minute. Give me the access. Okay. Okay. Now I will see. You need to create any classes with capitals. Okay. That you
Okay.
shouldn't forget. Here it will
Okay.
be capital. Okay. And you just save it. And wait a second. Let me go to app module. Then you can directly give the name here. Okay. Right. What happened? Why the system became so small? Can you do one thing, Anita? You remove the child component and you give the capital C.
Okay.
Capital C in the child.
Here. Ma'am. It's not getting.
Can you reshare your screen? Stop it and share again.
Okay.
Yeah, can you do it now?
It's not getting, ma'am.
Slash is missing, I think. Dot child component. Import.
Yeah, I have asked for request. Can you check it?
Yes.
Whenever you will click this, you will get an auto import. Can you take me to that file, child component file?
One second.
Sorry, it becomes very difficult actually. I can stop your sharing.
Okay.
Any other one? Ramana, have you practiced?
Yeah, Anusha.
Yeah. Can you share your screen? We can quickly do in your system.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Anusha, can you see?
Not yet. I was getting like started screen sharing.
Mm.
You have stopped?
Yeah, 1 second.
I think it will take time to load.
Yeah, my internet is not good actually.
Okay. It's fine then. Okay. Yeah, I'm able to see your screen. Yeah. Now, this is your child component, right? Yeah. Go to the TS file. Yeah. You can create one at the rate of output decorator. At the rate, right after input, you need to declare all the variables at one go. So input you have declared at line number 12, right? You now declare one variable at the rate of output decorator. O will be capital. Yeah. O will be capital. Yeah. Output. The first one you see, just click on that. You're getting suggestions, right? Yes. You give braces. Yeah. And you give some name to it. Output data or anything, whatever you wish. The ideal way of writing the code is you need to give some space after the braces. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you will mention this is an event emitter. No. You are mentioning the type, right? So what you should do? Colon, correct. And you give some space. Event emitter, E capital. Event emitter, E. Yeah, you can take first one. Yeah. You need to mention its type. Okay. You will give for that. No. You need to mention its type. Less than and greater than symbols. First, one more. Like tag you will give, right? How you will, yeah. What's its type? You give it. What do you want to send? String or number? String. Okay. You can equal to, you need to initiate new event emitter. Same event. Yes. And you need to give braces. This is the syntax for creating the event emitter. Okay. Now what you do, you just save this file. Save this file. Go to the HTML. Child component.html. You create one button here. Yes, button. And button closing tag. You give the name for the button.
Yeah.
Click. Okay. You attach one click handler for this button. So what you need to give, you need to give space in the and then braces, then click and equal to. You need to mention one method. Okay. You write any method, whatever you want. The function name.
Function name.
Yes, function name. You need to create in that function in the app child component.ts file. That function name, you can mention it here, or you can mention it and you can write the function in the child component.ts file. You can give like click me, invoke it. Yes. And what I told, save it. This function, save it. This function should be available in the TS file, right? Whenever
Yeah.
whenever you click on the button, you are calling some method. That function should be available in TS file. Go to the TS file. Yes. Now write it down. After all the variable declarations, you will write your methods. Okay. So line number 15 is an object. Line number 30 is a variable, again an object. So methods you will write after your variables. So after details, you will write your methods. Okay. Yeah. Now give the method name. Write a method declaration or the function declaration here. Yeah. Write it. Click me, right? Your function. You have copied, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You braces. Yes. Yes. Curly braces. Function. Declaration, I said, na?
Yeah.
Then what you need to do? You just give
Console.
a console log statement that you have clicked the button. Okay, just save it. So event emitter string, instead of string, we will pass the object. Okay. So you give here event emitter of type any you give instead of string at line number
Yeah.
11. Instead of string, you can give any. So you can pass any kind of data. Okay. Now what you do at line number 34, you emit the data. So what is the syntax? After console.log, you write one more line for emitting. This dot, which variable here is responsible for emitting the data?
Emit.
Whichever is an event emitter. Okay. Which variable is the event emitter here?
Any?
Output data, right?
Yeah, output data.
Is the event emitter. So output data dot what we need to do, we need to emit some data, correct? So you give emit. Spelling wrong one. Yeah, emit. So now I am telling to emit the object. Okay. In the braces, pass object. Pass object, obj. It's already there, right? Variable 13, line number 13. So
Yeah.
if you are accessing any variable, okay, declared outside, you need to give this keyword, correct? Correct. Whatever you have done is correct. This dot object. Yeah. Now what you need to do, this output data, copy the output data, word output data. Word output data. Yeah. Go to the app component.html file. App component.html file. Where you are using your child component, what is the selector? What is the selector for your child component? Selector, where will you check the selector? TS file, right? You have
Custom.
custom. Okay, okay. Yeah, go to app component.html file. Yeah, so you can access it directly at line number 5 in the braces, in the start tag, in the braces. After name, you can give. After name, huh? Yes, yes. It's an event, right? Event starts with square, what is the round braces. We said it's an event emitter which emits the value. Okay. Now you can give that output data word directly here. Paste it. Control Z. Control Z. Oh, you can just give output data. Output capital D data. Yeah. Equal to, you need to call some method, correct? Not here. Outside. Outside the brace.
Okay.
Yeah. Here what you are doing, you need to call one more function, correct? Receive child data you give.
Receive.
Receive child data. I said it's a function, right? So
Yeah.
it should be in quotations, right?
Yeah,
It-
yeah.
Quotation, and it should contain the braces, round braces. And what I said, it will receive these values, right? So it will be an event emitter emitting some value. So in the braces, you will give dollar event. Event. Huh. Whenever you are creating any function, what I told, it should be available in the TS file. Am I correct? So copy this receive child data. Save this file. Copy this receive child data and paste it in TS file. Okay. No, no, no. Where you have created app
Sorry.
component, right? App component TS file you'll go. Yeah. After line number, what I said, after variable declarations, you'll write your functions. Yes. You give some space, some more space. Go to the next line. Yeah, you can give the name directly here. Yeah. Instead of dollar event, what you can give, you can just give element or value, whatever you want. Yeah. Now you are doing function declaration, right? Yeah. You are doing function declaration, right? What you need to give?
Function declaration.
Declaration means you need to give braces, correct? Now you can do console.log of element, or else what you can do, yeah, you give this console log element. No, yeah, you are printing element value, right? You are giving in string. Braces were missing. Braces.
Oh, sorry.
You can give this dot name equal to, and this dot name equal to, you can assign the element value.
Yeah.
Yes. This dot name equal to element. Yeah. You save this file. Now you check Everyone see here in the screen, we have hello Angular, right? Now, whenever he clicks on this button, it will get changed. Click on the button. You can see some object is passed and we are able to see that object. Any doubts, anyone?
No, it's not clear.
Clear, right? Ramana, is it clear for you?
Yeah, okay.
Understood little bit, or shall I do re-explanation?
No, actually, I need to watch the video.
Okay. Okay, then that's all for this class. Practice this like how to pass data from child component to the parent component using at the rate of output decorator and using event emitter. They will ask in some interviews, they will ask you to code it. Okay, you need to able to code it. Don't take this big example like passing an object. Instead, takes one small string and pass it. Okay. Any doubts, anyone? Okay, winding up the session.
Sure.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.